Recording.
Yeah, I don't even know what episode I'm on. Do you remember the last desk that there was?
157, I believe, was the last one.
You know what? Let's see if it's correct. If it's correct, I will give you a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, because that's what they say. That's what they say in the WWE. What did you say?
No, I was wrong. Shit, I was wrong.
What was it? What'd you say?
I said 157. We're on 160.
Oh, too bad.
Damn it. That was close.
Too bad.
I'm going to re-record, so this is never on tape.
Because you know that's how Cody Storm, you don't know Cody Storm, but that's how Cody Storm got his championship, because...
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, what happened was, there was a live stream, right? And I was feeling generous, and he had a match in the live stream, and I was like, oh man, you know what? If you win, fuck it, you get a shot at the title. And he won the match, and I just forgot about it, because you know I forget about everything. And then Leon, like weeks later, oh Jay, don't forget that you said that if Cody Stone would win the championship, and if Cody Stone won the match on the stream, that you would let him fight for the championship. And I was like, all right, I did it. And then Pew was like livid, and they had the match, and Pew showed up in all black to, like, I guess, get in his head. Pew lost, and everybody was upset because Cody was slam, I guess. Cody wasn't thirsty, but he wasn't like entertaining. Allegedly, that was the gimmick.
Yikes.
So it was an interesting time, and but I put it this way: when he fought Jacob Trance, people were excited that he was fighting Jacob Trance. Like, they were like, "Thank God, I hope Jacob Trance wins," and nobody liked Trance at the time. So that was an interesting time.
Wrestling is so weird.
It is.
Wrestling is so weird, because you can have something that's exactly the same as something that happened in the past. It's just not interesting for one little nuance.
Yeah. Boy.
It's just something I tried to explain to Cass and H2O why their feud wasn't interesting to me, and I couldn't find the words. I just didn't know. I was just like, I just don't care. I don't care. On Certified Greatness, I care about 6 matches, and you're not one of them. I don't know why. Everything is there to say I should care about it. I cared about it at the Clash, but I don't give a shit right now. I can't explain why.
Just going into it. So welcome to episode 161? Is it 162? No, talk about intro, right?
It's 160. We're at 160.
Okay, so episode 160 of The Desk. My platform now with this guy to rant and rave all things in the company OCW. We haven't done a desk, and I haven't done a desk rather in a long time. And since I've been drinking and I just finished doing a bunch of commentary for Certified Greatness, I figured what better time than to do a desk than now. It's funny because I've actually had like stuff I want to talk about, but I don't. Basically, it comes to my head, I'm like, oh, I should talk about it. By the time I get to do it, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm done. Because there's quite a few things that are on my mind. But first and foremost, obviously, welcome, Jake. Hi.
Hey, it's me. I'm everywhere. You can't get enough of me.
It's me. It's CQC. Without spoiling Certified Greatness, you guys are in for a treat. I don't know how to explain it. We had this conversation off camera, off screen, that like every pay-per-view, the mood is about to, I swear to God, like every pay-per-view is like the mood is about to change. I don't know how to describe it. We're not gonna spoil it, but there was only maybe 2 matches that shat the bed for the most part on I think, but I guess you guys will be the judge when you watch it. But it was a good show. I'm happy. Shout out to Angus for coming in for the first 4. Shout out to you for doing the rendering stuff and the other part. I appreciate you, even though you annoy the shit out of me. So just want to let you know that.
I'm glad you get that. I'm glad you get that part on mic, because the sheer disrespect I get off mic is just.
I'll disrespect you off mic, and I don't give a fuck. But the bottom line is, I need you to learn After Effects so that you can make my job even easier. Because like I want to like add. Basically, I want to do little things. I'm not gonna. You know why I'm not gonna say what I'm doing on thing? Because there's people who like listening on the side trying to pretend like we don't exist. Oh fuck, you ain't fucking funny. You ain't fronting motherfuckers. We know you out there trying to scheme and scam. But yeah,
pussies.
Yeah, there's some shit I want to do, but I can do it, but I would prefer that someone else does it, or if it's not you, then somebody else that we can delegate to. And then basically like a chain of command, like, okay, that guy does that stuff, I do this, you do that, and then it's easier in the long run. Because like right now, the pay-per-view itself is actually pretty much the web show is done, so that's good. But now I have to get the other videos from you, and then I have to take the ones that I have. We have to upload them. I have to upload them rather, and then do the whole graphic other bullshit, which is annoying as fuck. That alone is gonna take a couple hours, which I'll do tomorrow. But
it's going to be an entertaining Sunday. I have to set, to put it in perspective, I have to set an alarm tomorrow morning to get up at 8 o'clock because my computer, the way that it is, I need to make sure that everything is rendered and uploaded to a drive to send to Jay before the show. Because the show's early compared to the way that we usually do it. It's usually at 5 p.m. So sometimes, so the last 2 pay-per-views anyway that I've been this involved with, I've been able to wake up my normal time on the weekend, which is like 11-12. This time I literally had to set an alarm on my phone tonight to get up at like 8:30 so that I can make sure all the OCW shit was done.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I get up every weekend on pay-per-view at 6 o'clock in the morning to be miserable. So it's good to see someone else is also miserable with me. That's a nice change of pace. But yeah, it's gonna be a random musings, and we'll try to keep it short because it's late and he gotta render and I gotta do other things. One thing that I've noticed that we've been doing recently, well, first things first, the whole the voting on the back pay stuff, it's concluded, but we're also gonna have a second round with the ones with the 2 highest. They're gonna go head to head, and then you guys can vote amongst that, and then we'll decide from the winner of that final vote. So that should be up sometime tomorrow, if I don't forget. Hopefully, maybe 11, 12 in the morning. In addition to that, the super card for Super Turmoil, that should be posted tomorrow, but I don't know if it will be, for the simple fact that the week that it's supposed to be done, the weekend rather, I'm going to, on Friday it's WrestleCon, on Saturday it's Ring of Honor, and then on Sunday it's fucking WrestleMania. So there's a really good chance there will be no OCW that weekend, just because I don't have the time to do it, and also because I don't want to fucking stick Nate to do it either. So if you notice, I try to give Nate at least a week, 2 weeks off when I can, because this shit's annoying. And if you're gonna have someone working, you gotta have them, give him some time to breathe. And I don't think he wants to do Turmoil on that weekend. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can make it happen. If not, we can push it back. We'll see what we do. Other notes when it comes to dates, we got, after tomorrow is Certified Greatness. After that, we have Road to Glory. Now, the issue with the timing comes that Wreslution is going to be the week before the holiday weekend. So Memorial Day, there will not be OCW that weekend rather. So that's going to leave anywhere between 3 and 4 weeks to finalize Illusion builds. So that's the conundrum. Either we're the week before in April or the last Sunday in April. Either way, there's going to be either 3 or 4 weeks for Illusion build. I'm assuming that most people have, for the most part, after the Certified Greatness, they're going to have, that time, which is like 4 weeks plus the 3 weeks, about 7 weeks of build, give or take, if I'm not mistaken. Is my math correct? My math is fucked up, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, it sounds like it. It's always fucked up. You and I both know that it's always fucked.
Yeah, I'm trying to give people ample time. On the plus side, when it comes to Certified Greatness, I actually do have a few matches that have been locked in, and I will say it now just to make it clear that one match that is definitely locked in for Wreslution, 14, I believe, or I think actually 13. I don't remember. It's one of those. It's 13 or 14, probably 13 because it's unlucky. Anyway. Wreslution 13, definitely we're gonna have Capo, Genovese, and Justin Jess. Finally, we get this fucking match. Fuckingly, we'll get it. So
It's been a while.
Those motherfuckers are locked in, and they're doing what they're doing. So that's the one out of like the 9 or 10. So shout out to them motherfuckers. What else? Did you have anything on your docket, buddy? Other than shitting on Cass and H2O at random?
No, listen, that was not that may be on mic, maybe on night.
Oh, that's on mic. I'm using it.
Okay. All right, well, that was not a shit on either one of them.
I know. I'm joking.
On docket, I don't know. You wanted to build this kind of as a.
I just wanted to do
brutally honest.
No. I wanted to do a quick desk. I didn't take the brutally honest thing. That was before when I was feeling mean. I don't feel mean now. I'm not
Jay's
backtracking.
spreading himself. Jay's spreading himself. He wants to be on all these media at the same time. He wants to get a separate podcast about being brutally honest about people. A quick docket. I can't explain in a quick in a quick podcast how much work it is to do all of the rendering and all of the commentary. So please, in the future, give me your matches sooner. I don't mind doing it either way. I love the product and I love OCW too much to just not do it if you don't get it to me. So I guess that opens the door for you to fuck both of us and Angus and whoever else does commentary in the future to just give it to me at the last second. But at the very least, if you're going to give it to me last second, be communicative with me and talk to me on Discord. I'm on Discord constantly. Like, the shit is on my computer. The shit is on my phone. At least just say something if you're not going to have it by like 3 days ahead of time, because I have to schedule things with the different commentators. So like try and get
your wife
ahead of time. And no, OCW comes before my marriage. Listen,
I know, but you were just sitting there. You're like, oh, I was like, oh, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go eat some Chinese food. You're like, oh, good, I can eat dinner with my wife. I'm like, motherfucker, you should have been eating dinner with your wife. You sitting there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
She's sitting there sad with Mugu Guy Pan waiting for you. It's all cold and shit, and you're just babe, hold on, babe.
She's not. She's the greatest human being that has ever lived on this piece of shit earth.
Babe, hold on.
But I feel like I need to give some of my time. So I'm sitting on my computer. I'm like frantically. I'm like rendering shit, and I'm making my own content, and I'm helping other people with their content, and I'm like trying to do a million things at once. And then Jay messaged me, and he's like, "Oh, my food's not here yet." And I jumped up from my chair and I sat down on my couch, and I was like, "Boot that Hulu up, son, because we're fucking rocking it. We got plenty of time." No, but seriously, just in terms of pay-per-view week, it's crazy no matter what. There was another thing I was going to say, but I forgot at this time, so I'm going to let you keep going.
So I'm going to talk to Kent and see if we can get the Road to Glory pay-per-view up quicker, usually maybe a week or two earlier, just for the simple fact that so we can avoid this kind of stuff. But here's the funny part about this. So the arena was done. He got the arena done like maybe 2 weeks ago. So he got the arena done in fitting time. And then I sat on it for like a day or two because that's what I do. But rather than post a card, because there's all this kind of stuff that's happening and I didn't want to spoil it. And first of all, I didn't realize how would I put the secret stuff. I didn't know how to do it at first. So I was like, oh God. So I spent 2 days thinking about that shit. And then I realized, I can just fucking, make shit up. But in the meantime, I was like, let me message these people. So I messaged everybody like maybe an extra 6 days in advance just to be on the safe side. And we still got our stuff, not late, kind of late, fuck it. It was still before the due date, technically, because the due date was today, not yesterday. I should have made it yesterday. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I agree with you that you're a fucking idiot.
Thank you. Go fuck yourself. How dare you?
Watch
your mouth.
Not so much the deadline, because there was no timeline, and that's what makes it difficult, because today I was so worried about my own content because there was no real time on the deadline. But maybe a day before. I know like Pew and some other people want to put the deadline like at the middle of the week, which is tough because when you're at a pay-per-view, you want to do big things, my guy, and
big things, my guy.
it's tough to put things in the middle of the week, and we're in a weird spot, Jay, because
you know what the funny part about this, though? The funny part, not to cut you off, is that we, for the most part, after rendering, like we didn't do any fancy stuff for the rendering. Like I wanted you to do some fancy stuff for the rendering, but it doesn't matter. We'll do it for Lucian. It's not a big deal. The fact is, we're kind of ahead of schedule, and it just kind of happened that way. There's the Sim people fucking spend months doing what we just did in like fucking less than 2 days. Like nothing. I mean, Mugu Guy Pan. We fucking about done. Once we get rendered, we're done. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
I make sure to make that a point in all of my Reddit posts. If you've seen any of my Reddit shilling posts, which they never get any upvotes, whatever, but I do it. They know. Like I shit you not. I could load the page up right now and it'll still have my one upvote. But whatever. I gave you an upvote. If there's one person that sees my post and goes to our site, that's a win. But like, I still make it a point to like these fucking sim people, like you're saying. I've looked at it after I joined OCW and I started exploring the community. I see these people that they're taking like 3 months to make a show. And it reminds me of the old school days where like WWF was on top and they had a show every week, but you still had like real old school like territory shit that was doing things once every 3 months. And it just makes me laugh because it just like, we are the top dogs. We really are. And I want to get the voice out there more, but
shit, we're the tallest kid in third grade, bro. I leave it like that.
That is the greatest analogy.
That's what we I swear to God. Like I think we work harder than anybody, but we're underpaid, we're understaffed, and nobody gives a fuck outside of us. So we're the tallest kid in third grade.
Right.
It's fine. Right. It's fine because there's people who think they're the shit and they're not the shit. I know I ain't shit. So it's fine. It's all good. It's just funny. And my motivation is basically like the community. For example, without spoiling Certified Greatness, I had about 3 to 4 people specify roughly, oh, this was one of the goodest this is one of the goodest matches I've ever had. Jake. I am. We had one of the goodest matches I've had, you know, maybe this season. Like 3 or 4 people basically said that. Then there's a match that stinks, which you'll see on the show. But the point is that people, you know, that's what I like to see. People saying, yo, this is a good match. Regardless whether you win or lose, you had a good match and you felt the need to specify that you had a good match. That's what it is about. And if that's not happening, then either you need to fix it, you need to watch matches, or you need to get the fuck out. Because as it stands right now, we have plenty of fucking people. And this is not participation era OCW, which was like last season, the season before, where we had like Certified Greatness, which was fucking trash last season. And it had like, you know, bums. Not everybody's a bum, but it was whack last season. And the season before that was kind of whack. And then it's just like 14 matches and most of them fucking suck. If we have 9 matches and 2 suck, that's still really fucking good. That's like 75%. Wait, no, it's not. That's like 85%. I don't know what the percentage is.
Don't do bad. Don't do bad.
Yeah, sorry. I failed 6 times. But you get the idea. You get the point of what I'm saying. It's like, it's good. So I like that. And then here's the other facet that I'm glad I can remember right now. There's actually rookies doing video content, which, thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's weird because they're like, can I do? I'm like, yeah. Like, why? It says it in the card. Like, it says it in, like, stars that rookies content is welcome. Why do you have to ask? It's right fucking there. You can, like, why would I stop you from submitting something? I don't understand. It's weird. Do you not see it? Do we need to put it up top? Where's the disconnect? That's what I'm worried about. Like, when people have to ask me, is it okay to... Why wouldn't it be? Of course. Submit to your heart's content. Put words, brother. Words or fucking photos. I don't care.
Okay. Well, this is where I think I can contribute as somebody who, despite me making a desk and I feel like a celebrity...
You ain't.
No, I'm not. But where people are looking... At least in my situation, when I came into OCW, I looked at everybody that is at the top, at the upper echelon, as a fucking superstar. And it's kind of, it's stupid to say because of the business we're in of like speaking in e-feds and talking. Business. But I view people like you and Pew and Jamie and like I viewed those people when I came in as goddamn celebrities. Like I didn't want to bother them. I didn't want to code to anybody, and I didn't. Like I stuck to myself the whole time, and I feel like that's a problem with a lot of rookies. As I am now, I am speaking to every rookie the second they come in. The whole process of like from the time they enter their application, they enter the Discord to currently, like I'm the one that's talking to them and I'm helping them the whole way. They share the sentiment universally, not all of them. Some of them take the initiative, like Doc Green and Blacksmith. They all reach out, they do things. But some of them, they do share the same sentiment that I had when I came in, where why the fuck would I reach out to somebody like Paul Pugh or Jacob Trance or Cassidy Hayes or even somebody like Rex or H2O. Like those guys are way above me. I'm going to leave them alone. They have no time for me. So it's a mental thing in a lot of cases. I can't speak that everybody comes in the same way as I did, but when I came in, certainly I had trouble approaching certain people just for the fact of like, it's out of my place, and I still have that problem. When I feel like I should say something to legends, I'm just like, it's not my place. They've been here 15 years, and I've been here.
Unless it's Parker when you're talking shit, you motherfucker.
Oh
You're
yeah,
not
no,
slick. I saw you talking shit about that. No, fuck you. First and foremost, that motherfucker been here before you were born. That's the first thing. So watch your fucking mouth. Yes, it's annoying, but you know what? It's my fault for putting him in that situation to begin with because he didn't want to be it. And I was like, oh, fuck it. And you know what? I thought he was going to lose, but fucking once again, H2O fucked it up again and lost. Bum ass motherfucker. Fuck you, Doc. Fuck you, other Doc. First Doc.
Right. No, he's the other Doc now. Listen, okay, so I'll counter to you now. So
no, there's nothing to counter. I understand why you fucking think, but to see, I saw you when you were mouthing off too, and I was like, this motherfucker.
But you're not gonna pretend that I was hiding. If I type.
Wait, you just fucked up your mic. You got hot. No, what happened?
I know. I understand. If I'm typing in the chat, I'm not hiding from you. I'll tell you, I have spoken shit about Parker since the day that I got here. Because since I got here, Parker has been nothing but a flaky, non-reliable piece of shit. And before that, watch your fucking mouth. Listen, brother. I'll let you talk. Before, that's fine. Like, he was great before, but if he was great before and he's not interested in showing up now, don't bring him back. And if you, like, I didn't know this before because I was blaming everything on him. I thought he was like, let me back in, I'll do that. And he came back as the legend and he was going to fight. And I was all on board with it. And then once I experienced what I experienced, like, fuck him. Like, he's useless. But if you're going to say that it was your fault for bringing him back, then I would just push all that blame. It's not even my fault for bringing him back. It's my fault that I put him in the match because I didn't have a match to make. Yes. So I'll blame it on you. So you have
fuck you too, motherfucker.
No. Listen. I'm telling you, I'm not afraid of.
I'm not afraid. You're not my dad.
Exactly. You're not my dad. I'm gonna keep talking shit about Parker because he fucked an entire storyline up to our first big pay-per-view of the year. And I say the same shit about Jackson Montgomery. So if you're gonna say it's on him, then it's on him for flaking. But if you're gonna say it's on you for putting him in the pay-per-view, then I'll just redirect the hate.
Yeah, redirect the hate, you bitch. And you know what?
That's fine.
You know
I got
why?
no problem talking shit about you.
You know why?
I got no problem talking shit about you.
You know what the funny part about that is? You talking all that you puffing out your fucking chest, right? But first of all, Doc fucked up because he was supposed to win and he didn't win because he's fucking trash. And I don't care if it hurts my toxic.
This
I know
is
it ain't scripted. That's the first thing.
This is comp.
The second thing, because that happened, your best friend, the one you want to suck off in a fucking gasoline parking lot, Paul Pugh was back. So suck a dick, motherfucker. Because
that's fine.
That's why that happened.
Because
so
OCW
it worked out.
Was great.
It worked out.
OCW is. You're right. It worked out. It didn't work out because of Parker, and it didn't work out because of you. Your decision. It worked out because OCW, which you lead, is amazing.
I brought back Pew.
So I understand. So right, okay, that's what I'm saying. So OCW is the reason that things work out. Everything is going to work out in an organization that has been run correctly.
Trust me, not always.
Okay, but yeah, not everything works out in the sense that like 2 months ago when we were in the situation that we're talking about now, when we had somebody who was flaking us for 2 months and then you fixed it because you are OCW. You said, all right, fuck this. We're getting Pew back in it. Pew was, I know on good authority, Pew was coming back no matter what, but you guys had the wherewithal to bring him back in the way that you did, and it really raised the pop that was Devil's Night.
You would think, but God, you look at Discord now, and who the fuck knows? Oh God, these fucking people are hilarious.
I could rant on Parker for
shut
hours.
Your fucking mouth.
But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
He put in his work. When you did what he.
You're right.
When you fucking walked a mile in his shoe, then you could talk shit. Until then, shut your fucking mouth. God damn it.
You're right. I'm not gonna do that. But I understand. I understand your stance.
You raggedy bitch. Moving on. Like I was. Made me mature. Got me so angry. You made me mature thought. The other thing I noticed is like I said with Road to Glory with people doing videos. Here is a fun fact that I've noticed. When we came back from our hiatus in 2015, we had the new, 2016, 2017, those games iterations. I think that in 2015, 16, the 2K16 game, we had like a renaissance. We had like a surge of people, and then we had the PlayStation 4, but that was because of Jacob Trance pushing for a PS4 division. and whatever happened there. And we did, we also did like a bulk of matches, participation era, blah, 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 blah. But what I noticed is Jesus Christ. I'm trying to articulate this in a manner that will make some kind of sense. So I'm going to try my best. So please bear with me.
Drunk pods are the best pods.
Yes, I'll agree with that. When we had the 16, the 17, 16 and 17, and most of 18 era, there was people really didn't put in extra effort. When I mean by that, I mean, like, people saw the status quo and they didn't bulk the system. They basically, okay, well, I'm here and that's where I'm staying, and da 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 da. This guy's the best, I'm not the best, da da da. So when I mean to say that, I mean to say that player produced content wasn't tantamount, in the sense that people really didn't go the extra mile. They just kind of did their matches and maybe write a little bit, and that's it. Now, what I've noticed with this season as it's progressing is that I don't know what caused it. I'm not sure where the change happened. I think maybe the change started occurring after we got rid of shitty people, but people started figuring in themselves that they don't have to be constrained to the confines of XYZ, like we saw with multiple people. And as the season progresses and as last season progresses this season, remember the whole gimmick about, and I'm jumping around, I'm sorry, it was always, the summer lull comes and everybody gets whatever. Yes. So not this summer, not the summer that passed, but the previous summer, it was like, two people held up, da, 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 da. So the summer that just passed, like, there was a resurgence of people, like, not that nobody heard of, but like everybody just started kind of pitching in. You were involved with that. Spider, Cass, Flojo, Val, like everybody just started kind of like going in. So the past summer we didn't have a summer low, and that was the argument I was making with a few people in Discord, that we didn't have one last year, and we didn't. It was actually really good. It was kind of, SummerSide was a good card. I would honestly say between last season's Resolutions, SummerSide, Savage Lands, that Savage Lands and SummerSide were actually stronger cards and stronger matches than actual Lucian itself, which is to say something.
Yeah, Savage Lands was phenomenal. It was one of the best pay-per-views of the year, and because of me being a fucking OCD pile of shit, I had to go and watch all of the fucking pay-per-views. So like Savage Lands, in terms of just raw quality, and it's tough for me to separate the bias because I was on that show versus the other shows.
Was that the one where you fucked up and you ran away, or was that Suicide?
No, Savage Lands. If you're just asking about me, Savage Lands was the number one contender tag match against AWOL, where I hit him with the Black Phoenix while Russ Cole was on the outside.
Which was the one where you fucked up and got in your bag?
The one where the self-imposed exile?
Yes.
That was Summerside.
Yeah,
that was the last amazing match. That was the last match of the cycle or the season in our case. But I just mean to back up your statement in that, like, since I have been here, there has not been a summer lull, and when people try and discredit the post-Lucian era or the post-Lucian time of OCW, I always bounce back against it. I always push back, and just because you're leaving doesn't mean shit is going to the underground. Like we're fine. Like everybody is going to step up, and OCW is going to continue to be the great entity that it is. I don't know. You could probably speak better on pre-season 13 summer lulls, because I don't know. Yeah, but from what I know, it's been bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, the one for what season are we? Are we in 14 or 13? We're 14, right?
We're 14 right now.
Yeah. So I always get confused because Lucian's always
there's a Lucian. We're a Lucian back.
We're at Lucian 13. We're at Lucian 13, but we're season 14. That's right. That always screws me up. So 14, I don't see a lull happening. I know roughly who's leaving, or who's taking hiatus, or quote unquote, what the fuck is the word they called? I don't know if it's not exile, but you just said it. Someone hiatus? Said something. Yeah, rough hiatus. A few people. Some names that people didn't even think, but it is what it is. So I don't foresee it being too much of an issue. I'm not too worried about it because there's still a big roster to fucking, if people decide to take the initiative. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. So worst case scenario, we'll see what happens. But 14 I don't see being bad. 13 was fine, even though we had stupid ass Spooter in the main event picture. That was fucking annoying. But shout out to Cass too, because Cass carried OCW for about a year, so appreciate that. 12 wasn't terrible, but it was, people saying, oh, because of us. So that's kind of what tainted it.
Was that the cheat?
Yes. 11 was, maybe next time we'll not do any work. Ooh. So when someone says that, they ain't shit. So 11 wasn't too bad. It was a little slow though. But the thing is, 11 was slow, but we still had a September pay-per-view. Last year we didn't do that. Just for the simple fact people give people a rest. So when we had lows, we still had September pay-per-views. Go fucking figure. So 11. See,
this is what's most fascinating to me as somebody who was only here from season 13 is like season 12 and back. There's things that I learned like you just coming upon the revelation that there was a September pay-per-view. I figured that was a normality.
No.
So I'm always fascinated about things from before.
No,
I go back. There's only so many things that I can gain from looking back on the forums because I don't have all the context. So you telling me shit about things that were pre-season 12 is fascinating to me always.
Yeah, we had the 11 we had a September pay-per-view, and 10 we had a September pay-per-view. They weren't bad, but it was basically I think 10 was Majin versus and Mugen, and then 11 I don't even fucking remember. But yeah, so we've had a few things, but I think that last season was indicative of the new OCW and the fact that there's people, busting out, working. So I'm happy for that. But like I was saying, back to the initial point that I was making before I derailed myself was, I've noticed now that there's an increase in player created content, which is like player videos. That's the first thing. And the second thing I noticed is that they're getting progressively better. So in my head, I'm thinking that people are saying, oh, this guy did that. Oh, I can do that a little bit better. And they're trying to kind of outdo themselves. I haven't seen that since the golden era. Like in the golden era, people would do videos and then they would try to outdo each other, which is good. That's the kind of competition we need. And then at one point in the Ambition era, that happened as well. When we had a story generator, the story creator, whatever, people were trying to make content, and they were trying to outdo each other. That was that year and a half, 2 years. There was some really fucking good created content from that shit that you can find in the archives, fucking God knows where. So I see it now. And I just wanted to give like a shout out to all these people, like, like the Empresses, the stupid ass Braves, the Blacksmiths, the B-17s, the Code Jackmans. I remember the code community shit before he fucking had his MLB tryout bullshit. Like everybody, you yourself, Rex and Trance, Lee, like everybody's kind of Flojo, everyone's doing Valkyrie. See, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like everybody's doing it.
You keep coming up with names, yeah.
Like everybody's fucking doing it. Ashley and them, everybody's doing it, and they're trying to get a little bit better. And that I like to see that because that shows that there's, I don't know if the word is passion, but there's kind of, hey, I want my stuff to look kind of good, and I like to see that. We have, like I said, that we've only seen that in a couple instances in the eras. So in the golden era we had that for a little bit, and then people got complacent and didn't give a fuck. In the Ambition era we had that for a little bit, and then they took it out so we couldn't do it, we can give a fuck, and then the game was terrible. And then when we came back after the terrible game, people didn't do it because they didn't give a fuck. They were like, whatever, it's status quo, don't give a shit. So now we have it coming back, and I'm kind of happy. So just keep doing that. I know that the game is annoying, I know it makes it difficult, but you can do some really cool things. You don't have to be like, you don't have to get super elaborate. I appreciate it. It makes me happy. For example, on Greatness alone, there's a couple of fucking really hilarious. There's one segment that I don't know how it took place. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they did. I don't know if it's hand drawn. I don't know if it's assets for something else. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's amazing, and I almost peed. Shout out to that. You'll see it when it happens tomorrow. There's like two PSAs There's like a weird cross segment. There's a fucking interview. There's a bunch of cool shit. And then there's rookies doing shit too. So it's good to see. Just keep the momentum and keep at it. So I just want to say thank you and, do you, basically. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm a little...
No, yeah. And I think it's fair to say, just asking you the question, that this season or this era, you have less of an understanding of the video game and what we're listening to, right? Than I do, just to set that precedent.
That's definite.
Yeah. So based on what I know, I want to try and hammer the point home a little bit that the people that are doing the video content, it's not something like, oh, you can either write or you can put a little bit more effort out and do video. The shit that we have to work with in this piece of garbage game that EA gives us, that you gives
2K.
I'm sorry, yeah, I hate Madden, so I just default to EA. I'm sorry, but that 2K gives us and that Ukes gives us, there's a lot of limitations that we have to work with, and a lot of the editing and a lot of the work comes in actual video editing. So me being I do a lot of that myself, so I know personally how much work that takes, so I have a deeper appreciation. So when I'm seeing Bray do these different videos that he's doing every week, and I'm noticing little things, he's not recycling clips. Bray's not recycling things from week to week. He has to go in and take these clips. And Valkyrie is not recycling these things. And Lewis and Jamie, that's Aries and Jacob Trance and Rex. They're not recycling these things. This is a lot of work. These people are putting in work, man. And I know, because I'm a part of this shit. I do a lot of this on a weekly basis for the Riot and the Turmoil, and I do it. So I understand the game, and I know how much trouble it is to do it. So just to hammer the point home, Jay is 100% right that this is way harder than it used to be in the storyboard days, from everybody that I talked to that was there during that time. And a deep appreciation is there for everybody that does that. And I'm glad I have been fortunate enough to be a part of an era that that is not just sticking to the norm, and not just going in with written content all the time and trying to mix things up. And Jay, I wanted to ask you to cap off my stupid ass rant. You mentioned all these different eras. I think the default era for where we are now, which I guess would be maybe midway through season 12 to the current time, if you could give us a name outside of new era, because that's lazy.
No, at one point it was Renaissance era, but that was weird because
Renaissance. That's not bad.
No, the thing with that was, when that happened, that was when all the legends came back and they actually stood around for a while. So it was that was that era, which was the 10 to 11 maybe, or 10 to 11 and part of 12. This era, I can't really coin a phrase, man. I can't coin a fucking an accurate phrase.
But you would be the best one to do it, though, because you've been here from the very beginning.
I know it gets,
which is incredible in its own right, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm stubborn. That's my problem. I'm fucking stubborn as shit. I just my thing now is I'll look at OCW and I'll be like, I could close this shit tomorrow, but there's this. I got shit I gotta do first. That's first thing is, I make little games for myself to make myself excited to do things. And then the other part is that I'm very spiteful and I'm also hateful. So as long as there's people doing dumb shit all around and other feds, I feel like I need to be here to outlive them. So as soon as they go away, maybe I'll go away a year later or a month later, I won the
don't make me root
attrition.
for our competition. Don't make me root for our competition.
No. I want. There's no competition to us. I want everyone to fail, right, and then when they fail, then I'll stop. if they're alive, I can't stop because it's spiteful. It's oh, you alive? I can't leave because then that means you won.
I love that.
That means you won. I can't have nobody win. Everybody's winning now anyway. There's people that are making fucking $1,000 doing nothing, being pretend nice, charging fucking $10 a month to fucking dummies. Yeah. So I've been lost. It's all good. I've been lost. I'm fine with that. But now, to your point on eras, new era sounds stupid. Renaissance era has been taken. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe resurgent era. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't have a coin phrase for it. because
it's difficult because when you've been here for so long, it's hard to not see something that is not necessarily brand new, because you saw it during Ambition and you saw it during Golden. The type of things that are happening, at least in the past 4 months during season 13, and not try and do like a revival, resurgence, renewal. Like it's hard to do something like that.
There's really nothing to phrase it. That's the problem.
Exactly. Because Ambition was something. Golden was, it's golden, like that. This is the era of OCW. This is the one everybody needs to look back on and see, like, this is how it's done. Ambition was, okay, we kind of peered off from the golden era, and this group has ambition to bring OCW back to the top, and now that is taken. So now we're at an era where we could either be lazy and do, this is new, because you see that all the time, like New Midnight Express. Like, it just does.
It ain't new. That's the thing. I just.
It's not. It's not. It's that's the premise. It's not new, because we saw it with Golden. We saw it with even in between Golden and Ambition, and even in between Ambition and Current. There's really a hard. It's a hard task to give it a real name, and that's why
if someone wants to come up with a suggestion, I'm all for it. Here's Gooch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love you. I love your Gooch. It kills me every time.
Shiny era.
Like, no Gooch. Okay. Like, no Gooch. It's not a shiny era Gooch. Oh, fine. All right. I love Gooch. I really did. Is that not Gooch though?
No, it's 100%. That's why I'm laughing, because it's perfect.
Oh. Awesome.
Hey guys.
Awesome era. Like, no Gooch. Like, fuck
amazing.
I mean, no Gooch, and then just chill, just post a shit post, and I'm like, all right, well, yo, fucking, what was it? Like during the week, I said something, and then I saw Gooch typing, and I was like, yeah, Gooch, hit him with the shit post, and he's like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, he said,
gave you the layup. I gave you the layup.
Yeah, I remember that. You said, yeah, Gooch, get him, and he goes, forget it, and then no, Gooch.
Fucking Gooch. Oh my God, like, come on, Gooch, get him with the fucking layup. Forget it.
You had a perfect chance.
God damn it, Gooch. You dropped the ball. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have like these fucking this cast of characters that I don't like. We used to have a cast of characters of people that I fucking disliked. Now we have a cast of characters of people that I generally, other than maybe one or two people, like I'm cool with. Like, yeah, go for it. You know, whatever. It's cool, man.
That's what I'm worried about. That's really what I'm worried about. Why? Because if you start liking everybody, you're not gonna have that same fire that led you to lead them.
I still do. The problem is that, like, it's really difficult to be honest with people without them getting burnt out of shape. Like, when I fucking shit on H2O on the other day, I felt bad. I'm like, I sent them, I'm like, look, man, I'm sorry, because I feel bad. But it's the fucking truth. I felt bad.
Soft DJ.
It's not even soft DJ. It's like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but if your shit is garbage, it's like garbage. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're better than that. Like, there's people that can do better and they don't do better. Like, I don't give a fuck about random rookies who don't know shit. But like Mark Reese was like, I'm not dead. I'm like, thank God. I like Mark Reese. Until he fucks up. But Mark Reese is good. I like Valkyrie. I like Ashley Moore. But there's people that I'll fucking station and they get in their fucking bag. It's like, relax. It's okay. Like, for example, I don't like Angus at all. Like, I don't fuck with Angus, but I'm not gonna hamstring him. I'm not gonna fuck with him, and I'm not gonna do anything to fuck up his thing here because I'm not a child. Like, there's people that are like, oh, I don't like you. I'm gonna ruin your life. I don't give a fuck. No, do you? As long as you're doing what you gotta do, I don't care. It's all good. So that, you know, the people need to be like that. Like, you don't have to like people to work with them. That's how that works. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, for example, Rock Austin, they didn't like you. I mean, Rock Triple H, they did not fuck with each other, but they made money in that instance. So in OCW, you don't gotta fuck with somebody to do good work. Period, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and it's I think it's important to note that not fuck with you or dislike you or just like being sour on you is not the same as actively hating you. Like, there are a few people I actively hate and I'm going to avoid no matter what. I know you avoid, yeah. Okay, but this isn't the podcast that I thought it was. Yeah, so,
like, listen, I think you stink and I don't like you. Ooh.
No, but seriously, there's a difference. Like, I actively hate you, avoid you, and like you just annoy me.
I don't even do that. Like I don't avoid.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't avoid Agnes. I just like I don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between those people and the people how you feel towards Angus. Like you're just like Angus, and then you're just like
not even know. Like if you
but you continue to have a relationship.
If you're on fire, I'll put you out. So.
yeah, he knows that better than anybody.
Yeah, if you're on fire, I'll put you out. Don't worry about it. I won't even pee on you to put you out. I'll actually use water. So it's like,
hey, I feel this is an important time because he's furiously typing up a message to me right now. This is an important time to mention that Angus has done his best commentary work on Certified Greatness, and I hope everybody enjoys it.
Oh no, I love his commentary. Like let me not say I don't love. Let me not say I don't love his commentary, because it's not bad. I like it's cool. He has like, you know what it is? He has like the weird I don't watch matches bullshit, but he can get by and he can be funny. So I don't hate his commentary, which sounds really fucking passive aggressive, but it's the truth.
I told you my opinion of his commentary. I'm not afraid to share it here too. Like I know him personally, so when I hear him do commentary,
he does little quips that are funny.
He's super funny. Like when he does his one-liners, but the only thing that I have that is even noticeable with Angus, and he is bar none the best like commentary partner that I have with me after you.
Good save.
No, it wasn't a save. This has always been a ranking. I'm making sure everybody keep everybody in line.
Good fucking save.
Is that it's only a problem because I know him personally and I've been talking to him for the past 2 years. Is that he seems illegitimate when you talk to him in real life and then you turn the cameras on. It's a clear difference. And I said that to you off the mic, and I'll tell it to you on the mic so that everybody knows that we're on the same page. But with all of the people that I've worked with, and I've worked with about 8 of you behind the scenes on this commentary thing, there have been, I'll tell you this right now, I've worked with about 8 of you behind the scenes that have said you're interested in commentary, and 2 of you are just good. 2 of you are good. I'm not even going to try and find a fucking thesaurus to work in the words. Jason Sensation is I know I can rely on him to show up on time. I know I can rely on him to be great in the booth. I know I can rely on him to be funny and work with me during the matches. And Angus, all the same reasons. If you're not on that list, it's because you don't fit the bill of being reliable, you don't fit the bill of being quality, and you don't fit the bill of having chemistry whatsoever and having any experience. And that's not a negative thing per se. Just work on it, and we'll like get you on TV. Because I initially planned this thing to be where we could get everybody a chance, and I wanted to have a team so that I didn't have to do every fucking main event, and I wanted to have everybody. I wanted
or time. Don't go like, cause fucking I like Kramer, so don't go fucking trying to bury Kramer. For how dare you?
No, time's another one, but that fits into the reliable.
Oh, that's
and yeah, because I've had
here's the other thing too, because I know you're gonna go in your fucking bag, and I gotta stop you.
I do rant. I'm sorry. You're right.
Before you fucking drive off the cliff from the dirt bike with no gas.
I'm sorry.
I just see you on the bike. I'm like, you gotta make the turn. You gotta turn, Jake. Dude, you gotta turn. You just fucking careens off the fucking edge.
I just rev. That's I'm always going full speed.
Here's the issue with commentary. It's good that you want to be excited, but you can't be excited to be like, oh, because I get to be an insider. No, it's not a fun job. It's not even easy, and you gotta kind of know what you're doing. But the other thing regarding commentary is you kind of have to know the product. If you have like little to no understanding of the product, that doesn't help. And if you're trying to get yourself over in commentary, that's not what it's about. The idea of commentary is to enhance the product, enhance what you're watching. I try to do that. I'm not gonna sit there and say like I'm the best, because I don't think I am. I'm a fucking idiot. But the bottom line is that the goal should be to give seasoning, to give sizzle to the product. Not to get yourself over, not to feel good and be like the insider. No. because you can shove a microphone in front of anybody and they can watch a video and go, oh, fucking what a modified fucking diplex. I do that because I'm a fucking dummy. Before I found Jake, it was me fucking half commentary and half being Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace, fucking sitting at a modified angle, just saying, what a modified suplex maneuver, head scissor thing. Oh, cheese and crackers, that had to hurt. And then it became me just watching a fucking Twitch stream talking shit because I can't do commentary. I need somebody to help. So if you want to help, that's great. But like he said, you need to be reliable and you need to be about the product. You need to know. You have to, like, if someone says, what do you think about so-and-so or whatever, you have to know. Not like, oh, yeah, I think that, like,
he's strong.
It's crazy that the thing happened to him. Like, oh man, what do you think? What do you think about what Valkyrie did last? What Ashley Moore did to Valkyrie? Man, Ashley Moore did, like, it was real bad, man. I can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know that. Like, what you know what you should do? Like, you actually don't do it because you do it to me. I'll just curse you out there on live stream. It's like, just fucking pop quiz a motherfucker during the live stream. and just watch their soul leave their body during the live stream. You be like, oh man, what? Oh man, I can't fucking believe that happened yesterday. What'd you think about Doc Green when he fucking, man? Doc Green
personally
is just disrespectful.
Since we started this shit at the beginning of the season, you know that I do that all the time, and I think that's where you're deriving this. Is I'll begin talking and I'll go. Doing it, I'll be in my commentary bag and I'll just throw it to you. I'll just stop and I'll be like, and we saw last week Doc Green getting in the face of Paul Pugh. What did you think about that interaction that they had? And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking
you're
about,
like, oh shit, like man, like, oh, it was crazy that happened. Like, Doc Green wasn't there last week. Oh man, back to the action. back
to the action is your go-to, and I feel like I'd hear that all.
Back to the action is when I realize I'm like, oh man, I'm fucking up.
I love back to the action. I love back because you'll start talking about like Ashley Moore's ass cheeks and shit. You're like, oh, back to the action.
Like, if this kid, I'm gonna go deep for a couple minutes. I gotta dig myself out this motherfucking hole real quick.
When Jay says back to the action, he's like a hair away from catching a case. That's when you know that he goes back to the action.
I'm about to get in trouble over here, but yeah. So back to the point, which we pretty much universally.
Oh, back to the action.
Back to the action. Fuck, you made me fuck up. God damn it. Yeah. So bottom line, keep doing what you're doing. Keep. When it comes to the actual shows too, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. If you notice, the last couple of weeks of shows, they've actually been pretty digestible, which is also good. I appreciate that as well. Mm-hmm. They're less of a ball leg to put together. So when they're less of a ball leg to put together, I'm actually happy because it's not that there's less work, that it's kind of easier to do, which in turn makes me happy, which in turn, is good for my morale, which is good for your morale, everybody else's morale. So the last few rides have been really fucking good. Same thing with Turmoil. So just kind of keep that same energy and just, you don't have to go super verbose. Like, I ripped into H2O because, like, what? You're just fucking typing the type. Don't do that. Just, you don't have to. And no shit to Russ Cole, but, like, I don't give a fuck about fucking Zoe's haircut. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a fuck. Like, you didn't have to put that in the promo room. It's all good. Like, it helps because I'm like, okay, cool. I can put Rust on the show. Like, I see Rust in my subconscious, so I'll try to book Rust, or actually we'll try to book not Rust, but Asu and Zoe. It keeps it like subconscious, but as a reader, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this, and I gotta skip. Like, and that's the thing. I don't want to be mean about it, but I don't give a fuck. At one point, I wrote this entire. No, there was when Sentai Hair, when good old Johnny D, when he left. At one point, I wanted to kind of do like a remix Sentai Hair thing, and I was excited. I asked Johnny, Johnny, do you mind if I take the I wanted to make Sentai Hair like a comic book thing, basically, like, you get the power of Sentai and you go forward. So I made like a Sentai Hair thing that was like Sentai Hair 2099 or some shit, like derivative, like. So I made it. Court Martial like looks like a fucking bondage thing. I was like, God damn it, that's not what I was going for. So that fucked it up for me. because I was showing people, and he was like, whatever. I had this whole 4-arc story to go throughout the weeks. I did the 4-arc story throughout the 4 weeks of whatever show that I was on, and nobody said shit. I was like, well then, I was like, well, that is what it is. But the point I'm making is that no one gave a fuck about it. But no one had either no one gave a fuck about it or no one looked at it. But the point is that if they looked at it and they give a fuck about it, they should have said something. But on top of that, just don't do filler. Hit your points and go. Like certified greatness right now, it has every page has about an RP or 2. Some have RP of 3 or 4. It's not light. Like everybody hit their marks, but you need to do it like that. Like just it sounds like I'm not making any fucking sense. But the point is just keep it simple. And if you have something to say it. If you don't, it's okay. Like 1 week is not going to kill you. If that makes any sense. Like 1 week, 1 week where you're not around is not the end of the world. Does that make sense?
I like this. I like this because I'm going to counter your statement with questions of my own. So based on my own experience, here's 2 things. One, I have a copy paste, the orientation is what I call it, that I send to every rookie that joins OCW, and one of them is a do's and don'ts. And let me just quickly pull up somebody who I had recently sent it to here. So okay, so I'm going to read it off to you what I have in the do's and don'ts. Okay, so I have in do's. Go back and rewatch old shows. Read the handbook 100 times. Use the Morrison method. Show initiative when reaching out for questions. And the important one, which pertains to this conversation, is try to write every show at least on your brand or more. So that's a statement that I push to every rookie. So you being the one that puts together the shows on Riot, and at least in the sense that you know what it takes to put it together for Nate on Turmoil, do you think that is good information to push to rookies before I continue on?
Well, the thing is, that's not bad, but the issue is that a rookie and someone who's established is a little bit different. A rookie's job is to try to get noticed, so they'll have to write something. But if they're writing garbage, it's not really going to help. For example, Solomon Kane and who's the other one? And Billy Saturn. They're doing promos.
Danny Watts too.
I kind of miss Danny, but I just, see Danny's doing stuff, but I missed him. But Solomon and Billy are the ones that stand up the most to me. They're doing every week, but it's small, so it's like, okay, you read it and then it stays in your head slightly. Like, okay, Billy Saturn, Solomon Kane. You get what I'm saying? Solomon's been on a couple.
Yeah. No, I understand. It's not something. It has no.
It's like.
But you remember who they are because of.
Yes, that. But also, it's also small. It's not like it's not. If I waste 30 seconds reading, I'm not upset. If I fucking spend 3 minutes reading your thing and it's like then I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
don't make a Bobby Minio promo if you ain't shit.
Basically, if you ain't got nothing to say, it's okay. And that's more for veterans than rookies. The rookie's job is to get noticed. The veteran's job is to kind of just push their angle for it. If they have an angle, or try to make an angle out of nothing. Like, not for nothing, Empress, Belle. To some extent, Blaine, Ashley Moore, I may have said that twice, and Valkyrie. No, they're all intermingled in some kind of an angle, not an angle per se, but they're all intermingled, which is good because you can branch off from that. Like, people need to do that more, intermingle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes the universe feel more connected when you work with multiple people. Because I've seen storylines where you work with a singular entity, and it's like the only universe that exists is between you and that person. What makes it more impactful is when you work with several other people. So 2 people could be going through a feud together and they're the primary suspects. But when you're working with other people, and Valkyrie's feud is great. It's incredible in explaining what we're trying to get across. And that, like, we know that Valkyrie and Ashley main pieces in this, but Ashley Moore is the devious heel, and she's been dancing around the whole time, and now she's enlisted Blaine, who is also a part of the universe. So it's not something where you're reading and it's so isolated that you don't consider it a part of the OCW canon or the OCW universe. It's something you can always like expand on, just like you said, I'm pretty much reiterating what you said. When you work with multiple people, and I don't want this to be like,
but
let's do a feud and now let's get everybody else.
No, there's a but to it, and you know what
You're
that
right.
but is? That but is when everybody decides to do what they want to do, and then I have to fucking sift through everyone's bullshit. You know who's guilty of that? Valkyrie, H2O, and Inception.
Oh yeah.
And also
Yeah,
Christianity, and then you too, where everyone fucking like. Valkyrie is not in for this promo, but she shows up somewhere else, and then she shows up in someone else's promo like later in the show when she's banned from the fucking building. Dumb shit like that fucking irritates me. Either get on the same fucking page, or keep it simple. Don't fucking do that. That shit makes me oh my god, it's infuriating. Don't do that. If you're gonna use somebody, take the time and say, yo, I'm gonna do something. All right, cool. Or they can say, oh, hey, don't use me because I'm not going to be here for that show because of whatever. Communication. People don't do that. They'll just say, I'll take the initiative. And they'll oh my God, dude. I'm not going to change it. Before, I would sit there and try to figure out how to, add like a good editor and try to how to make everything fit. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm going to just put it there and you're going to look like an asshole. I'm going to look like an asshole. Like, how come he's talking about Valkyrie, but Valkyrie's been ejected from the building? I don't fucking know. She's ethereal. She's a ghost. She just transported to the other fucking side of the arena. I don't fucking care anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I'm using her as an example, but it's happened multiple people.
You've done it too. I have. And I'm going to give you a real life example, which would be Anniversary 14 when we jumped in, and I had a bunch of RPs. I had, I think, 11 RPs on that show between all my characters. I know. I'm sorry. And then one of them, I had a line at the back, and this is something that everybody should do, by the way. I know a lot of people do, but at the front or at the end of your RP, and Jay and I talked about this off camera, put where this should go if it has to go somewhere. If this is a post-match RP, put anywhere, just put it in stars, like anywhere after match between blah blah blah. Like, make sure you help a little bit, but don't go to the point where it says, and this is where Jay threatened to cut me, and I have text proof where he threatened to cut me. It was at the Anniversary show. It says, after CQC match, but before Valkyrie's second promo. like that crazy shit.
It makes me mad just hearing you read it back.
That's way too. I know. It makes
me so angry.
It doesn't make me mad to type it because I'm just like, oh, he'll take care of it. But it makes me mad to say it back because now I understand what's going on. And it's so don't do that. But like,
you know who does it well?
It's such a weird line.
Fucking Dupree. Place anywhere. Yeah. Just before my match. You got it, buddy.
Yeah, but you can't always do that. So
if you can't do that, then you're doing it wrong. Because
that's not true. I'm gonna fight you on this.
You could also go based on your fucking position on the card. Like, how is it so difficult to have a fucking post-match promo?
I'm gonna fight you on this. You can't just post a promo that is post anywhere, because if you're posting something, I have things that I do that are post-match that if they were posted pre-match, they would make zero fucking sense.
Well, obviously, like if after match, oh, I'm sad.
Okay. No, but I'm telling you that I just want to, because this is going to go to everybody that wants to listen. I want it to be known that saying this should be posted anywhere after my match, that's fine. Like, but saying this should go between my match, but before this other person's match, and in between. Yes, that's too much. The rule that I use when I'm posting promos is if you have a caveat, keep it to one. If you say before my match, anywhere before my match, that's fine. Anywhere after my match, that's fine. But if you have to add two caveats, that's too much. That's the rule that I think you should follow, and I am interested to hear if you agree.
Nah, that sounds fair. And also, look at the position on the card. If you're number 1 and 2, you know, like, there's so many times where fucking the front page is like fucking 5 role plays, and it just makes me shake. I'm like, stop it! Like, we're the fucking people, just stop it.
You're right. I'm guilty as fuck of that too, and I have no apologies.
But you know what's funny? On the pay-per-view, is like, I gotta struggle to find something to put on page 1. I'm like, shit, mate. Well, I guess that looks like an opener. I'll just fucking use that.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy how the differences are between TV shows and pay-per-views.
It's crazy because I look at other people's content and I'm like, Even on our worst day, we're so much fucking better than people. We need you fucking dummies to, like, if you're on YouTube, hit the fucking thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. We really need it. It helps.
And if you're on Reddit every month when I shill, please upvote me. I have one. I'm looking at the post right now on my fucking screen. I have one upvote, and it's for
probably me.
Yeah, they probably downvoted me, and then Jay upvoted back us on. We're on Reddit. I'm gonna repost it again after we finish recording.
You should just post. You know what you should do? You should do like a best of video and just post that shit. People like videos. Although we did get some people from Reddit, but the problem is they show up and they're like, "Oh, work. I don't want to be here. Bye."
You know, I might.
Don't we have one fucking guy right now that's like, "I don't want to do F.P.R." Like, why the fuck are you here? Shout out to you, Bell.
That's Jerry Boy Savage.
No. Shout out to Bell's friend.
Lord, right? No, Lord Egan, the guy that's like, I don't want to be a part of this.
I'm busy. Yeah. Okay, cool, bro.
Yeah, that's Lord Egan.
Knock yourself out, Kemosabe. Shout out to Bell, though. Yeah. Bell's funny. Bell's always fucking fighting DMs and get fucking people.
I don't understand Bell at all. Like, how do you spend so much time in Japan?
Why?
I don't.
You know why? When you do shit like that, you actually get better because you understand mechanics. And if you can use F.P.R and fight people, Draco does that. Draco always fights people with Shane McMahon through reversals in OCW F.P.R with Shane McMahon, who's like 85. Or 82. And
he wins.
Yeah,
it makes
that actually helps you because you learn. If you learn how people can exploit shit when OCW tries to not exploit, when OCW tries their little bullshit tactics, it helps. It gives you better understanding. So when you use OCW F.P.R against cheesers, it helps. So that's how Bell stays sharp. That's how Bell handed fucking Flojo her ass.
Bell is great.
Bell's real good. I love Bell.
Bell is great at the game. So is Mark Reese. Bell and Mark Reese are the fucking pinnacle.
I believe.
I wish Mark Reese would do more RPs.
You become one more fever living for fools.
Love that motherfucker. Love that fucking theme, bro. Jesus Christ, it's okay.
It's a great theme.
In a couple weeks, I hate that motherfucker too. I hate everybody eventually. Long enough for me to hate you unless you do pre or Nate.
That's right, in due time.
Yeah, so that we're gonna wrap it up. I don't think I have anything else to touch on other than tune into Certified Greatness tomorrow, hopefully at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
excited.
which is 8 p.m. I guess English time. It's gonna be English pay-per-view. I want to see if we can get the English audience coming forward. I think we're pretty much done other than the renders, so we'll see. I'll see you in the morning, and then I just gotta do.
Yeah, I have.
That's gonna be a pain in the ass though, because I gotta figure out how to get graphics.
What type of graphics do you need?
Well,
you mean for the thumbnails?
As a matter of fact, if you want extra work, what you can do is.
Oh, you giving me more work?
Yep.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome, buddy. Give me from the intro video. Give me some thumbnails so I can put that for some I'm sorry, not some thumbnails, some images so I can use that for the because you know how I did the Riot one with the Riot's like a mosaic of shit of you know how the Riot intro has like a mosaic of people.
Yes.
I want to do something like that. But less images.
You want 18. You want 18 DLC screenshots from the
Not 18. Give me like 8. I'll figure out the rest out.
Okay.
Just some nice ones. Give me a couple. I'll figure out the rest. Meet me halfway. Okay. Is what I like to say.
Well, now that I know the VLC screenshots instead of Microsoft Paint, I think we'll be all right.
No, I figured everybody would know that, but apparently people don't.
Yeah, well, I'm an idiot, so.
Well,
we're helping each other.
Join the club. We're fucking both dum-dums. So that and I think people are gonna enjoy the fucking intro. I've watched that fucking intro. I'm gonna say about fucking 47 times. It's so good. I think that what I'll do is maybe what we can do is we can cut that intro, like cut the pyro part out, and then maybe put that on Reddit. Be like, oh look fuckers enjoy stuff. I have like a video that I want to do that it has like quotations and stuff, but I can't think of any really good quotes from people because like some people have said thank you for OCW, but I don't remember what the fuck they said specifically. I have a couple of those, but then there's one that always stands out when Matsuda was like, "You're not my real dad." I just want to put that on the fucking video for some reason. It just makes me fucking laugh. Like, D&D for wrestling nerds. Oh man, it's like whatever. And then "You're not my real dad" by fucking Matsuda. I don't know. So that's gonna do it for us. I think. Watch Certified Greatness tomorrow if you're listening to this. You're probably listening to this tomorrow, which is Sunday the 31st. So. Watch the show. There's no spoilers, I don't think, so you should be fine. But enjoy the podcast.
No, not in this.
Yeah, we didn't do predictions because there's not even a point because you see shit and I see shit. We can't even predict no more. We're prediction
what's
less.
What's funny is I have like a fun card rundown prediction podcast with Jamie scheduled tomorrow.
Oh God.
I don't know anything, guys.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's gonna be. You can't. Oh, and if you, Angus, or me votes on Twitch tomorrow, like during the betting, we're getting banned. Don't do that.
No. I've never bet on.
I know you haven't bet, but I don't know Angus. Angus might.
Yeah, he's sketchy, man.
Hey, I can't.
Canadians.
I can't bet. Like, I don't bet anyway, but I just. Man,
I'm out of hoop bucks.
There's gonna be a lot of people gonna be confused. Like, ha! I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm poor.
Well, luckily the baby click's not on the pay-per-view, so they can't all conspire.
Ah, yes. Fuck the baby click. Okay.
Baby
with that being said, we're done. Thank you, Jake, for showing up for fucking inebriation desk.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's gonna do it for us. Have a wonderful night and all that other good shit. Bye.